Right, so this was World Marks International Day of Solidarity with Palestine. The Embassy of Palestine is observing the Solidarity Day at Freedom Park in Pretoria. SABC News reporter Ditaba Tsotetsi is following up on that story. Joins us live now from Pretoria. Ditaba, good afternoon. At this hour, walk us through what's happening on your end as we speak.
Well, a very quite important day here at the Freedom Park in Pretoria. The Embassy of Palestine, together with the Department of International Relations and Cooperation here in South Africa, they had an event here commemorating the International Day with Solidarity of the People of Palestine. We know that this commemoration comes at a time where the war is raging on in the Middle East, especially in Gaza from the 7th of October. Many people have been killed, both sides in Gaza and Israel. But for more on this, we are now joined by the Ambassador of Palestine here in South Africa. Ambassador, thank you very much for your time. Quite an important day today. Many speakers spoke in support of the people of Palestine. Your reaction, do you think the international community is doing enough to support the people of Palestine?
Thank you for coming today, and unfortunately we had to commemorate this day in a very dark time for the Palestinian people and for humanity. For more than 50 days now we have been watching the Palestinian people slaughtered by the Israeli war machine. Unfortunately, in these times more than 15,000 Palestinians have been killed. Our hospitals, our schools, our worship places has been targeted. More than 1.5 million Palestinians has been forcibly displaced from their homes. So in light of these atrocities by the Israeli apartheid regime, we commemorated here today, as you mentioned, along with DERCO and with the United Nations and with peace-loving people, solidarity groups and dignitaries from every walks of life, diplomatic corps accredited here to South Africa. We commemorated the International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people, which stands as a strong reminder for the international community that the plight of the Palestinian people is still ongoing since 7 decades now.
There is a truce now that has been agreed upon in Gaza between Israel and Hamas to allow humanitarian aid to be to get access to Gaza. Do you think this truce will bring an end to this war, or it's one of the measures that will assist in bringing an end to this war?
We hope that this truce will bring an end and will bring like a prominent ceasefire to the whole situation, and to end the Israeli aggression against our people, and to open humanitarian corridors for the lifeline products that the Palestinians in Gaza need. Our demand was not only a truce or like a group or a series of truces that will end up into a full ceasefire. We wanted a ceasefire at the beginning, but it didn't happen. And in this regard, we hope that this will continue reaching a peaceful ceasefire, so that at least to enable people to see their relatives, to check on their families. We need to remember that the casualties are massive, and we still have many people, maybe hundreds of people under the rubble, hospitals and other civilian infrastructures still like in a very bad situation. So people desperately needed this truce.
Before I let you go, Ambassador, what is the weight you're getting from back home in Palestine? Is this truce holding? Is Israel or the IDF has stopped bombarding Gaza?
They stopped to some extent. There has been an agreement on truce, and the truce didn't come from vacuum. There has been also release of some hostages from the Israeli side, and release from some Palestinian prisoners also from the Israeli prisons, mainly were children and women. And unfortunately, Hopefully this will enable also for more engagement into more release of Palestinian prisoners inside the Israeli jails. We have always to remember that there is more than 6,000 Palestinians are still in Israeli prisons, and the Israeli prison administration has been targeting them badly since the beginning of the war in the 7th of October.
Ambassador, thank you very much for your time. That was the Ambassador of Palestine to South Africa, reiterating their call that people of Palestine should be allowed to decide their own future, to be free to decide what should happen with their lives in Gaza. Also, the grandson of the late Nelson Mandela, Mandla Mandela, was also in attendance in this event, saying the international community should not turn a blind eye on the plight of people of Palestine. If the people of Palestine are not free, they cannot claim that the world is free. Back to you in studio.